So this story begins when me, my stepmom, and my two brothers, Ducky and Malik, were trying to get boots for our vacation to Iceland. So we were out for a long while because we had to get lunch, and we also had to go to like 3 separate stores trying to find the correct boots for the trip. We were out for so long that it got dark and it was dinner time, and a little thing that I didn't mention was that we didn't bring dill pickles with us since he already got his boots, so he was at home without any dinner. So we have the great idea of ordering takeout from the place that we got lunch from, and we'll just call it, Blue Sabin. So we ordered it, and then we waited for like 20 minutes before I volunteered to go in to pick up the food. So I walk in, right, and then I immediately make a mistake. So I walk in, and I don't know where the takeout table is, but then I see a table with a small burger box and a drink, and I believe that that is Dill Pickle's order. But then the worst thing that could have possibly happened to me happened. I pick up the food, I look to my left, and I see someone looking at me with a confused face. It was his food. I feel so bad, so I'm like apologizing, like, oh, I didn't know it was yours, and then he just like, yeah, it's fine, and then he immediately walked out. It would have looked so weird as an outsider seeing this happen. So after that experience, I walk up to the actual takeout table, definitely with a bit less confidence, but anyways, I wait for a little until an employee comes over and asks what the order name is. So I say the order name, and he says that it's actually the next one, so I'm a bit relieved because I want to get out of there as soon as possible. But then, I see a mother of 5 walk by. Like, all of them are, like, super little, like, 2 to, like, 8 years old. And they're, like, roughhousing and stuff. I could tell the mom was in a hurry, right? And one of the kids knocked down this, like, cardboard wall full of, like, gift cards. He knocks over about 100 of them all over the floor. And as I said before, I could tell the mom was, like, in a hurry, and I had nothing else better to do, so I volunteered to help pick up some of the cards. So, me and these kids are picking up these cards when one of them, the one that actually knocked it over, starts looking at me. And then he, like, just continues looking at me for, like, a solid 5 seconds. And then he says something that I will never forget. For context, in real life, I have very poofy, very curly hair. So, the kid's looking at me, and I'm just, like, looking back at him, like, wondering what he's about to say. And then he says, "You have weird hair." And what I wanted to say to the kid was that he was a bimboing idiot that isn't even in 2nd grade yet, but all I said was, yeah, it is weird hair, right? Yeah. So the mom has like this super shocked and scared face that I've ever seen my entire life. I said that like it was fine. He's like 3, so I didn't let it like hurt me too bad. It still hurt, but anyways, yeah. So I tell the mom that, like, she can leave because, like, I got this because I have nothing else better to do. And then, so, like, I'm picking up all the cards by myself now, right? I only have, like, a 20 left. And then I see someone from school walk by, and they look at me like I'm the idiot who dropped all the cards on the floor. And like, I'm like trying to come on, like, no, it wasn't me, I swear, no, wait, it wasn't me, please, you have to believe me, it wasn't me. And, like, they didn't talk to me. They just left. Like, brr. So now I'm embarrassed, mad, confused, and tired from waiting for my food. And then the guy comes back with a bag. I asked, I'm like, is that mine? And he's like, nope, yours is the next one. So I'm waiting, and then the manager comes up to me and asked if I'm lost, like I'm some lost child trying to look like scared. And like, I'm like, nah. I'm, like, almost an adult, and he's like, okay, so you're just waiting for an order? And, yeah, I'm like, yeah. He said, what's the order name? And then I tell him the order name, and then he goes behind the counter to the kitchen, and not 30 seconds later, brings me my order. So I'm, like, so happy, like, W manager for getting me out of there as quickly as possible. So I take the bag, and I get into the car, and we drive back home. And then after all that, I finally dropped the burger off to Dill Pickles. Hey, here you go.
It's cold and there's no ketchup.